Genetic studies confirm that there are no significant differences between domestic and wild cats, which calls into question their classification as a separate species. Many biologists believe that the domestic cat, Felis catus, is merely a domesticated form of the wild cat rather than an independent species. This is due to the relatively recent process of domestication, which has not had a significant impact on the genetic structure of these animals. Modern domestic cats are genetically similar to both European wildcats, Felis silvestris, and African wildcats, Felis libica. However, the African wildcat is considered the primary ancestor of domestic felines. This is supported by DNA analyses as well as behavioral similarities. Unlike its European relatives, the African wildcat is less aggressive and adapts more easily to living near humans, which may have facilitated its domestication. One of the most noticeable differences between domestic and wild cats is the variety of coat colors. In nature, a cat's coat serves as camouflage, helping it blend into the environment and remain hidden from predators and prey. However, domestic cats display an incredibly diverse range of colors, including black, white, red, gray, striped, spotted, and even tricolored individuals. This variation arose due to centuries of selective breeding, as humans favored cats with unique coat patterns. The color of a cat's fur has always fascinated people, and many cultures have associated it with myths and superstitions. For example, in medieval Europe, black cats were linked to witches and were often persecuted as their supposed companions. Meanwhile, in Japan, black cats symbolize good luck and protection from evil spirits. Red cats are associated with solar energy and a fiery temperament, while white cats are linked to purity and kindness. Another significant difference between domestic and wild cats is their ability to reproduce year-round. Wild cats have a seasonal breeding cycle, ensuring that kittens are born during the most favorable time when food is abundant. Domestic cats, on the other hand, have lost this restriction, as they live in comfortable conditions with constant access to food. Interestingly, domestic cats can sometimes carry a new litter while still nursing the previous one, an occurrence rarely observed in wild cats. Domestication has also led to physiological changes in cats. Over time, domestic cats have developed a smaller brain size, thinner and lighter bones, shorter limbs, a longer digestive tract. These changes are due to the fact that domestic cats do not need to hunt as actively as their wild counterparts. Their diet has also shifted. They consume more carbohydrates, which are nearly absent in the diet of wild cats. However, despite adapting to life with humans, cats remain carnivores and still require a high-protein diet. The natural instincts of domestic cats remain intact. For example, they continue to play with their prey before killing it, an inherited skill that helped their ancestors hone their hunting abilities. Additionally, many cats bury leftover food, a behavior derived from the wild, where predators hide their traces to avoid attracting larger competitors. Wild cats, even when raised by humans from an early age, do not form strong attachments like domestic cats do. In zoos, for instance, large felines such as tigers or leopards often ignore human presence, unlike domestic cats, which actively engage with people. This supports the hypothesis that the sociability of domestic cats is a result of centuries of selective breeding. It is worth noting that domestic cats are almost completely excluded from natural selection. Unlike their wild relatives, they do not need to struggle for survival, search for food, or defend themselves from predators. However, this does not mean that feline evolution has stopped. On the contrary, cats continue to adapt to life with humans, acquiring new behavioral and physiological traits. For example, modern cats have become better at understanding human emotions and responding to vocal tones. Through domestication, cats have developed unique ways of communicating with humans. One of the most intriguing phenomena is purring. Studies suggest that cats purr not only to express contentment, but also as a means of communication with their owners. Moreover, the frequency of purring vibrations, around 25 Hz, promotes wound healing and strengthens bones, which may explain why cats purr when they are unwell or experiencing stress. Despite their long coexistence with humans, cats have retained their independent nature. Unlike dogs, which are highly oriented toward their owners and eager to follow commands, cats prefer to make their own decisions. Scientists have discovered that cats recognize their names and their owner's voice, yet deliberately choose to ignore them if they do not wish to respond. This individualism is one of the reasons why cats remain such enigmatic and unpredictable animals. Thus, the domestic cat is a unique creature that blends the traits of a wild predator with those of a gentle companion. It remains one of the most mysterious animals, continually surprising us with its behavior, intelligence, and remarkable ability to adapt to life alongside humans.